Good morning, Jennifer Street at Reimagine Studio. Today is 9 years of sobriety for me. What I want to quickly mention to people about this is if you are trying to move away from a certain pattern, behavior, position in your life, but you can't seem to find the right pathway, this is your permission slip to create your own pathway. As I reflect on my pathway and what it took for me to achieve some of my goals, I had to create my own way. For example, I literally could not stand sitting in musty, smelly church basements and saying, my name is Jennifer and I'm an alcoholic. So, first of all, I don't love labels. So let me go back. The reason why I don't love labels is we tend to grasp onto them and snuggle with them, and that becomes who we are, and we can't move away and be anything else when we're over here being this thing. So when we over pathologize who we are based on illnesses and behaviors, that is what we continue to create in our life. So with that being said, I just knew that wasn't the truth of who I was. The truth was I used alcohol as a way to escape, as a way to cope with unhealed trauma, and a way to just not feel all the things I was feeling. And the reason I was feeling so much is because I'm intuitive and empathic and picking up on everybody else's emotions and feelings. You know, that I had that layer going on over top of my own personal experiences. So it was very difficult to discern like what was mine, what wasn't, but I didn't even have an awareness around that at the time. But now I can see it with so much clarity. For me, I chose to see a Christian psychologist. So my doctor, the day I went in to see him, my first appointment was October 1st, 2017, 9 years ago. I walked in, I dropped my fifth step, which is basically your life story. I dropped it on the desk and I said, I want to know the truth about who I am and who God says I am. And what a journey that became. So if you are struggling with, I can't do AA. I can't, I did intensive outpatient twice. I've done a lot of things to quit drinking, and 5 years of stops and starts. And somebody had mentioned about a Christian-based psychologist, and I was like, well, I haven't done that yet. And honestly, I knew nothing about religion, hardly anything about religion at that time. And I was like, well, let's just see what happens here. And actually finding faith in something outside of myself was the tool that I needed. I needed to learn how to trust something. And spirit, God, universe, source, that is what I started to trust, that there was something bigger than me that was guiding me. So if you are like, I want to move in this direction, I want to like strip away these kind of things in my life, how do I even start? What do I do? How do I begin? We can have a conversation about that. I help people to cross thresholds into new identities,